What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Chuck Finle's Play Sonic Heroes Part 7. We are now in the Egg Fleet Zone, the 7th zone in the game, and this is where we'll be fighting Robotnik's air fleet. Alright, so as you can see, our objective is to get to Robotnik's flagship, which is at the center of this fleet. I believe it is that gigantic manta ray looking ship, the purple one. All of these ships do have a fish theme to them. They are all some sort of fish, such as the ship we are on now is based off of a swordfish. Some of them will be based off of sharks and other sorts of fish. There are no other, I guess, underwater life forms other than fish that the ships are made out of. But as you can see, there will be there are rails in this one. So if you do have rails, you are going to have a problem with this one, just like with Rail Canyon. But it's not all, well, I guess it is. This zone, Egg Fleet Act 1 and 2 is primarily just rails, or there are a lot of rails in here. And so choosing the best route isn't always the easiest. Isn't always the best or the easiest decision to make, because a lot of the times you will automatically not want to go onto a rail, and that'll be the safest way. Like, as you saw, there was a area where I could have triangle jumped. Well, that would have taken me a little bit farther away from where I was just at, and it's a little bit more dangerous. If you use the flight formation just like with Rail Canyon, if you abuse the crap out of the flight formation while running along the rails here, you'll be you'll have an easier time. Alright, so if you notice that red robot there that I immediately killed, that was a E2000 model. There are two styles of that robot, one in red and yellow. The yellow one is the more powerful one that we'll see in Act 2. Or no, I believe it's later on in this. I believe it is in Act 2 anyway. Really quickly, for this section, you can see you do have to move up and down. Don't worry, because the characters will tell you when to do it, and you do gain different prizes, different items like ring boxes and sometimes shields and lives, depending on which path you go. It's really dependent upon that. There will be a section later on where we can actually jump off of those. Propellers and jump around on different ships, but I won't do that. So because it's a lot more dangerous, and I would like to try to go for the A rank, or at least try to show you how to do that. Alright, so you can see I've been working on my flight formation character. You will need it a lot more for this zone compared to any other one. Okay, really quickly, the E2000 series will have a shield that it will protect itself with, and it will fire that laser. If you notice the laser when I first came up here, it will fire that as well as use the shield to defend itself. It will go into two different modes, a more compact mode. Oh crap, yeah, okay. You want to use the I believe the rocket kick, or not rocket kick, it's some sort of kick, which you do by just tapping the B button. If you wait for your team to form all around you, you will charge it up, which makes it a little bit more powerful, and you can go faster and longer. But it is a lot more dangerous because you can't always set it up just right where you want it. And since you do go so fast, it is very easy to fall off of wherever you're going or misjudge where you want to go, and you can die very easily. But the E2000 series models, they will use the lasers and the shields. If with the red ones, if you hit them in the back, they won't be able to use their shield. They won't want to pull out their shield as often. But the yellow ones, we will see up a little bit further on in Act 2. We will see they will pull out their shield a lot more, no matter where you attack them at. If you have noticed these cannons, and I have gotten hit by a couple of them, there are two types: these single turret slow shooting ones, and there is a style in that the two barrel rapid fire ones. They are very similar to the same cannons from the egg carrier. They won't be the same. There won't be any rapid fire machine gun style turrets, so you don't have to worry about those. But you do want to be very careful of all of the cannons around here. No. Oh, crap. Alright, so that I probably should have used the flight formation through there, because I could have easily dodged that cannon there. Or I could have also tried to go a different route and maybe saved myself some trouble by going that way. There are different routes you can take on the same ship, so you can dodge things like that. And it does suck that I did get hit, but you know, I mean, what can you do? But anyway, the cannons, you don't have to. You can, with a level 2 power, if you have 2 power cores on your flight formation, you can immediately knock out a turret in one shot. So, if you want to be safe and to take the turrets out in one go, make sure you have your flight formation character leveled up to at least 2. This is an area where we can jump off the propeller. Back there for this ship, you can see that's a life there. If you wanted to go after it, that would be your prize for going down there. It's not really worth your time, so don't worry about it. That cannon right back there, if you notice me go down really quickly, that cannon would have hit you, and that's the only cannon that a teammate will not tell you to move. So make sure you are careful while you... Crap. Oh, that sucks. I was trying to go after... crap. I was trying to let Knuckles get his final level up. Alright, so you can see why these cannons are a pain to deal with. The dummy rings, as you can see, that I'm firing will not actually kill pretty much anything anymore. They only stun the regular egg pawns. They will do nothing against the E2000 robots, and they certainly won't destroy the cannon. So you want to make sure that you don't get stuck with a whole bunch of cannons around trying to destroy a turret. But you can see this level isn't that difficult, really. This is Team Sonic's version with Team Dark. However, this level will be a lot harder. There will be more cannons, more of the E2000 robots, and they will want to dodge a lot more. As you can see, the last time I ran through this level, the E2000 robots didn't want to dodge, or didn't want to pull out their shields as much. So I believe it's on a random factor how much they want to dodge. You don't have to worry about killing this guy. You can, however, stun them, or it's not really a stun, but you can kind of like loosen them, and it won't. I don't think you can actually be able to hurt them. Well, maybe you can. It's not even worth it to go or to do it. All right, so you can see. You want to use the kick. You don't want to charge it up because you won't be able to move anyway. But the E2000 series robots, it's kind of random how they pull out their shields or fire their lasers. If you always hit them in the back, you will have a higher chance of being able to not hit them in the... of not getting... of not them... if of them not pulling out their shield. If you attack them in the front, they will always pull out their shield. If you can get them in the back, they won't pull out their shield as often. So if you saw there, I did get the A rank. You have to make sure you get over 20,000 or get 20,000 points. To be able to get the A rank. Make sure you get at least over 20,000 points. And there is a shield right down here. If you noticed it, it should be right here. So you make sure you go after that, because you'll definitely need it for this level. It is the hardest and longest level in the entire game, no matter which team you are using. So you want to make sure you are very careful here. You want to make sure you upgrade your flight formation character first, and then after that it's just whoever you like to use next, but make sure you do your flight formation character. It will definitely help out. I think I used that a little bit too early. Oh crap, that would have definitely been useful to not had to have jumped down here. This area isn't that difficult, except you just have to, if you don't make it up there, you have to fight a little fight down here. And what he's talking about there is there's these concrete blocks that you have to punch. They will go down no matter what power level you are. They will go down in one hit, so you don't have to worry about how powerful you are. Ooh, don't even want to be near him. Alright, so you can use the Team Blast here to take him out. There will be another section later on in this level where you will need to use the Team Blast. So once you get it for the second time, make sure you save it no matter what. But for here, just for time's sake and for speed and efficiency, just go ahead and use the Team Blast here. Alright, so this is the first of 3 keys, and this is the easiest key in this level to get. And since we still have our shield, this will make it a lot easier to be able to keep the key, so we don't lose it, and we are able to go after the 7th Chaos Emerald. The 7th Chaos Emerald, usually in Sonic, is notoriously known in the Sonic series for being the hardest and most difficult to gain, and then to just to get to wherever you need to go to get it. Like say for this one we need a key. Well, this level is the hardest and longest level in the entire game, as I said before. And you won't be able to what the hell? There we go. Okay. Alternatively, you can just use Knuckles to two-shot them. But anyway, and the 7th Emerald is, once you get to the special stage, it is really hard to get once you get there. So we do want to make sure we are careful while we're running through here. Just jump over these rings. Don't worry about trying to go after them. Alright, so this is a Yellow E 2000 series, and you can see he's immediately coming out of the gate, dodging. If you can hit him in the back, you can sometimes stun him. You really can't stun these robots unless you are level 3 with Tails, and even then sometimes they won't stun very easily. There's a key right above me. I don't know if you can see it right there. All you have to do is just knock that down and then just destroy it with Knuckles to get it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and make sure my flight character is totally leveled up, because as I've said before, we really need to use it for this level, or for this whole level. Alright, so if you can see, this is another rail heavy level, and there are lasers that will be firing at the ends of these rails. You want to make sure you are always using the flight formation while you are running around through here. If you aren't, you won't be able to dodge the, you won't be able to safely dodge the lasers. There are 3 lasers, red, blue. Did I say yeah? There are 3 laser colors, red, yellow, and blue for the different team formations. Blue is on the left side of the on the left rail. The yellow is the middle rail, and blue is the right rail. None of that really matters except for okay, I was gonna say I don't think I'm high enough, but thankfully I am. Anyway, it doesn't matter which rail or laser you hit; they will still hurt you. And you want to make sure you are using the flight formation while you are jumping between the rails to dodge the lasers, because if you aren't, there is a very high chance of you dying, and of course you don't want that. Whenever you get on a strange new rail that you don't know where you are going, go ahead and use the flight formation. For this section, you want to go ahead and knock out all of the, get a few hits in if he's not pulling out a shield, but you want to take out the cannons immediately, because they will be the thing that will keep you from getting from keeping any rings or your key or a shield through this section. You want to make sure that you go after, as I said, all of the cannons, but if the E2000 series isn't using a shield, you can go ahead and start firing at him. Alright, for this section, don't use your Team Blast just yet, because there's another section up the road where we're going to need it. For this, just go ahead, use the stun and then fire dunk move that you should have easily mastered in Frog Forest Zone or in the Hang Castle Zone. And okay, that should be all of our characters leveled up. That's good. You want to push this button and then fly up here. You can, I believe, use the flight formation to jump up and get up here. Now, you can see those platforms over there. They are useless to us, but with Team Dark, that is how we will be able to use this pole to get up. So we will adventure around in those sections once we get there. But we are almost done with the level. Thankfully, this is a very difficult level, and I've had a lot of problems trying to keep the key here, so I have grown to hate this level. Now, if you notice, I will change formations while in the air above a rail. That does you no good unless you are, if you miss the rail and fall, that will do you no good. You'll just die. All right, so for like a section like this, you can just stay in the air. You don't have to keep using the special attack to keep boosting yourself up there. You don't have to, you can just stay in the air, especially if you don't like that character's noise. Like, Tails will go, wee. Hang on a second. That does get annoying after a while, so you can just stay in midair. Now, not every time you will be able to do that. Let's see. Yeah, don't use your Team Blast here just yet. What you want to do is just let him spin around and then knock him over or knock him out. You can fire dunk here, or you can try to attack his head, but that will give you a higher chance of you losing your shield or any rings that you may have. You can it gives you a higher chance of taking damage. Or alternatively, you can just let him keep spinning around, knock himself out, and then just fire dunk his head. That was dangerous and very stupid, but I'm glad it worked this time. Because you can actually, this section will ruin any chance of getting an A rank if you're trying to do it for speed. Again, don't use it here. Just wait. I'm not gonna push my luck to see if I can knock one out again and try to punch his head. That was just pure luck, and I'm not as I just said, I'm not gonna do it again, because that is just stupid, but it is, you know, these guys aren't that hard. It's just the guys with the helmets, and I believe they have more hit points anyway, and their armor is stronger. So you have to make sure you hit the head. You can't just like go for the body like with these weaker ones. Let's see. Line that up. Okay, I guess you can use your team blast for whichever one you want to do. I would definitely say this is where you need the team blast. There are 3 of those robots, 1 with a helmet and 2 that doesn't have it. The area is too small for you to safely run away and hide. Like if you notice that all of the robots have a range that they won't go past, or the big robots have a range they won't go past. And that area is too small to get that, so you would have to just stay in the air constantly. Alright, if you noticed, Knuckles made a reference to Sonic Adventure 1 there. If you leave a character idle, or at some levels, they will actually reference older games. Like in Frog Forest Zone, Knuckles will say at one point, look at these mushrooms back on my island. We don't have, we have mushrooms but not this big, which is a reference to, Mushroom Hill Zone from... Alright, you want to make sure you're in the middle for this section. Just boost as fast as you can. Alright, for this section you can either nope, alright, over, okay. What you could alternatively do to miss that laser is just wait for the cannon to fire and use the flight formation to jump above it, because you can actually, at the highest point of your flight and jump, you can miss it and you won't get hurt. Or you can just continuously tap the B button to gain speed and haul ass to get to the bottom of the rail there. As you can see, I definitely overused the flight formation character, but I'm happy. Alright, so I would definitely say get over 65,000 points to get the A rank for here. As you see, I didn't get a record for the score because I actually had to. This is the second time recording this part, and I actually did a little bit better score-wise on this level, or on level or Final Fortress, and the audio or my dialogue was a little bit better as well. And I already have this emerald, so I'm not gonna push too hard to try to get it as I did, but I will talk about this. So you can see there are the spheres and bombs are a lot more sprayed out. Ow. Well, that wasn't supposed to happen. The bombs and spheres are a lot more in little patches, and they will even be just rows of them where you'll have a one-lane movement area. Don't want to do that. I keep doing that every time I do this one. Alright, so get these orange spheres, and let's see. We can actually gain a lot of time through this section, and hopefully we can get to it. Alternatively, we can just go through the fields of orange spheres. Oh crap! Yeah, you want to go left for the first column, left again, and then immediately go right. And I haven't been down this section because when I previously recorded it, I didn't get... Oh, no, not again. Alright, come on. On the roof, huh? Oh, dear. I have a very bad feeling about this. Alright, let's see, come on. You can see the emerald, it is red. That is actually very rare for the last emerald to be red in the Sonic series. It's usually purple. Alright, as I said, I'm not too concerned with getting it this time. You've seen it, and it actually lets you see the entire course. That is something I don't get to do very often. I'll usually get the emerald very quickly, and I won't show the entire special stage course because I don't normally go to special stage 1, act 1. That is actually a very good area to learn the layout of. That will get you used to more of the level. So if you can go to Act 1, I have said, oh, well, Act 1 isn't important at all, but it is definitely important if you want to kind of train and get used to the level. Alright, so this is a boss where you will want to make sure that your flight character is leveled up all the way. No other character matters, just the flight formation character. Once he or she is leveled up to 3, this boss will be a lot easier. And you want to don't worry about the cannons. Just if you can't actually get the camera to look at the ground right below you, the cannons will fire at you. Robotnik will use his spear, which you can just stay above and fly out of, but he will use those rockets, which will hit you. So you want to be careful while dealing with those. As you can see, I got hit by the cannon behind me. Something you can do is just try to knock out one of these cannons. Of course, my team is out. The weak spot on the robot is in the middle there. If you can see the shield and if you knock out the shield, you won't gain anything. Alright, okay, you can see, oh crap. I was gonna say, you can see I have a Team Blast ready. You want to use that immediately. And you will, nope. Oh. I cannot believe I did that. Alright, so what I was trying to go after was a level up for Sonic, even though I just said that it's useless. I mean, it's not useless, but there is no point in going after a level up for Sonic, because the speed formation character is not needed at all in this. Alright, so you want to make sure you don't get left behind. You have seen him charge several times already. Something you can do is go ahead and pick a side, and then just knock out all of the, knock out all of the cannons on that side, so you won't have anybody firing at your rear, and they won't be able to hit you. Then all I have to worry about is just Robotnik's rockets that he'll shoot up. And you can see he does have a lot of hit points, and you want to make sure you go for the middle. If you just look at Robotnik, the flight formation character will automatically attack the middle, so you don't have to get in really close or anything like that. Just, oh, that sucks. I don't got a. Oh crap! Come on, go! Are you gonna charge at us? You cannot dodge the charge, so don't try. There is no point in trying. Just wait for him to get far enough away, and then fly over and attack him. You can use the Team Blast either in those round platforms or along these walkways. It doesn't really matter where you go. You can attack him along here as well, but it is a little bit more difficult to pull off because he won't. Alright, let Robotnik come charge at you, because especially for this section, because this is a flight formation power core, and you want to make sure you go after that. Power, it doesn't really matter. It's just it's just a way to get up there, and it will put you in a better spot to go after the cannons that you want to destroy. Now, to get the rank, or the A rank for here, you have to beat this level in under, I believe it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Of course, I'm not going to do that because I somehow messed around so long. It doesn't seem like I've. Oh, I guess, yeah, taking that time and letting him attack me, or I guess charging that one time. Alright, so yeah, that's the Egg Emperor boss fight. Not too difficult as long as you can, if you abuse the flight formation character, and then any team blast you may have. Another strategy you can use is to, well, maybe it's just beat it in either 2:45 or 3 minutes. I don't know. I would go for 2:45, but I have beat it in under 2 minutes and 22 seconds, which is very hard to do. I usually just, my average is 2:35. But another strategy you can use is to use the speed character and just keep homing attacking the weak spot in his chest. That is a little bit more difficult to do because with the homing attack, it is kind of buggy in this game, and you will sometimes go after the shield or some of the egg pawns that are on the ground. So it is safer to use the flight formation thing, the flight formation plan, I guess you could call it. But for Team Sonic, you know, that's the end of it. The characters won't meet up like this until the final story. So, like, if you don't like that aspect, you know, the teams meeting each other at the end of their respective stories, don't worry about that. They will only do that during the final story. But for Team Sonic, you know, this is the medium team. It's not as easy as Team Rose, and it's not nearly as difficult as Team Dark. I was expecting Final Fortress to be a lot harder than Team Dark because I've had so much trouble with Final Fortress trying to get that last Chaos Emerald with Team Dark, because every team has to collect all 7 Chaos Emeralds to be able to use, to be able to go to the final story. So you have to make sure that you get all 7 Chaos Emeralds for each team. So you have to play the final, each special stage 4 times. And so, you know, if I skip a few special stages, I don't get too mad, you know, because you've been seeing with either one team or the other. And they don't change at all. They're the same with every team. Team Rose, it's not going to be much, it's not going to be that, it's not going to be any easier than with Team Dark. It's just going to be easier to collect, to keep your key going throughout the entire level with Team Rose than it is with Team Dark. Anyway, I'm not talking about them, Team Sonic. It's more based on speed, as I've talked about before. You have, it's not, the speed aspect is the same as with Sonic and Sonic Adventure, Sonic and Shadow and Sonic Adventure 1, 2, but you want to make sure you go after some enemies. You know, you just can't go blast through a level and hope to gain it just on time itself. You have to, you know, go around, kill some enemies, collect power cores, rings, and different things like that. But you don't want to take too much time. Usually, it's more score-based, so as long as you can beat a level under 10 minutes, you will gain some form of score for the time bonus. So you can use that as well. You can use Team Sonic to just go all out with points, as long as you don't die, because you lose your power core points and rings. Rings also do help you a lot with that. You only gain 10 points per ring at the end of the game. Or no, well, maybe it's only, I think you only gain 1 point per ring to add towards your bonus, but it will help, you know, definitely will help a little bit anyway. It's, I mean, it won't change it, but you want to make sure you at least try to go after some of the ring. You know, try to keep a lot of rings with you anyway. But that's about it, really. You know, you can see it says try another story, which we will be doing Dark Story next. I will do it from left to right in the story. In the story guides, you can see Team Sonic's done 100%. Now, if you want to go to a different, if you want to play any section of the game of a team's story again, all you have to do is click them once you've beat them with 100%, and you can go to any section in their story. So you say you want to start Team Sonic's story from Rail Canyon. Well, you would see every cutscene and everything just like you were playing it for the first time. So that's, you know, if you want to do that, or if you are trying to make a Let's Play of it and you mess up like I did, well, you can do that. So anyway, I thank you for watching. The challenge video is how many cannons did I pass, or how many cannons did I destroy in Egg Fleet, Final Fortress, and Egg Emperor all put together. I thank you for watching. Next time we'll be doing Team Dark Story. Until then, later everyone.